Tom, very much, as always. Thank you very much for being here for our awards ceremony. We have a collection of really extraordinary individuals who are going to come up. But the first awards we're going to have is from a good friend and CUGH board member, the editor of the Lancet Global Health, for the Lancet Global Health Poster Awards, Zoe Mullen.
All right, thanks everyone. Lovely to be here again for I think probably my 11th CUGH meeting, my 11th year on the board, so nice to still be here after all these years. But I never get tired of coming and networking with so many amazing people. I've had some absolutely fascinating conversations over the last few days. So if you did want to chat to me while you were here, unfortunately I had to dash off straight after this, but I am very findable on LinkedIn and on the website. So please, I'm always interested in hearing all the amazing work you're doing and how we can help you to amplify it. So today I'm going to be announcing the winners of the Lancet Student Poster Competition. So this is something we sponsor every year at CUGH, and thanks to the CUGH team for coordinating that. So I'm going to call the winners up one by one. If the winners could come and just join me on the stage at the end when everyone's up here, we'll have a joint photograph to make things go smoothly. So without further ado, I'm going to announce the winner of the first award. So we have 8 winners in 8 tracks, and the winner in the Social Determinants of Health track is Siyu Wang. Siyu, you here? Please come on up. Thank you. All right, so the winner in the Pandemic Prevention COVID-19, Emerging Infectious Diseases and Other Communicable Diseases track is Ivanka Anyapu. Thank you. Right, support team. The winner in the Non-Communicable Diseases, Health Systems, Public Health, Primary and Surgical Care track is Hayley Petit. They've all sat a long way back, so they're having a long walk to come and collect it. And the winner in the Planetary Health, One Health, Environmental Health, Climate Change, Biodiversity and Pollution track is Samyuktha Saiprakash.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The winner in the Politics, Governance, Diplomacy, Law, Corruption, Human Rights and Strengthening Public Health Institutions track is Sanchayana Raghuveer. Oh, they're coming. Long way back again. The winner in the Decolonizing, Reforming Global Health, Equity, Justice, Global Health Education and Research track is Anna Krause. The winner in the Translation and Implementation Science, Bridging Research to Policy, Innovation and Research track is Ahmed Haji Saeed. And finally, the winner in the Global Health Education track is Ariella Wanaker. So please join your hands and congratulate all the winners again. Thank you. Okay, we're done.
Good afternoon, and you're sticking with us because now it's my honor to announce the highest awards that our organization gives, and we have two fantastic people that we're honoring. And the first one is a very special, and so my honor to announce that Dr. Elsie Kiguli-Malwade, yes, is the recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award. Elsie, please join us. As Professor Malwade comes up, she's a radiologist and the former head of the radiology department at Makerere University in Uganda. Among the many things that you see in her biography, for us very important at CUGH is a long-term partner at AfriHealth. And so she is the president of the American Forum for Research and Education in AfriHealth, and he has a 25 years of experience in health professions education, the kind of thing that really solidifies what we are about. So please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Malwade.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, distinguished members of CUGH, fellow advocates of global health. It's with profound gratitude and humility that I stand before you today to accept this prestigious CUGH Leadership Award. I extend my appreciation to Keith Martin and the whole leadership of CUGH, esteemed selection committee, and all who have supported me throughout my journey and will continue to support me through my journey. Receiving this award is not merely an individual accolade, but a testament to the collective effort of countless individuals and organizations dedicated to advancing global health equity. As we gather here today, we are reminded of the pressing need for collaborative action to address the complex challenges facing the world. There's an African proverb that says, "Many hands make the work light," and that has been my experience. My journey in leadership has been intertwined with passion of global health equity and education, from the corridors of Makerere University College of Health Sciences, collaborative initiatives like the Medical Education Partnership Initiative, the Network Towards Unity for Health, FEMA Institute, and many other collaborative work across countries, especially in Africa. And I cannot, of course, forget to mention AfriHealth, which really has become part of me and my daily thoughts, every day for the past 2 years. I have been driven by a singular vision to empower the next generation of healthcare leaders and transform health systems for the betterment of all. I always wanted to be a better teacher. Many of you do not know that I'm a radiologist, because very few radiologists will be at this meeting. I don't know if there's any. But when I was appointed a lecturer at Makerere University, I really wanted to be a good teacher. So I decided to go into health professions education to find out how people learn, how to teach better, how to use innovative ways to make sure that my students are supported and learn, make it easier for them to learn, and I would learn with them. And I was really supported by Professor Nelson Sewankambo in this journey. So I took up health professions education, and that's how eventually I joined global health, because many health educators also go into global health. So this journey has not been without challenges, but like many in our field, I have encountered barriers and setbacks along the way. However, these challenges have helped me discover the true meaning of resilience and solidarity, because we've worked together to make many things happen. And I believe right now in AfriHealth, I see us working together to make things better for Africa, and it gives me great joy to see what is happening in that organization with support from many of you here, and specifically with support from CUGH. So we remain steadfast in our commitment to justice, equity, and inclusivity. We must amplify the voices of the marginalized communities, address the root causes of health disparities, and champion evidence-based policies that prioritize the well-being of all people, regardless of geography or circumstance. In conclusion, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to all who have supported me and continue to support me in this journey. I would like to specifically thank my husband, Chris. I hope he's there somewhere, who is here today. My colleagues, my mentors, my mentees, my students, and partners. This award belongs to each and every one of you, for this work is a collaborative effort. And if we have collaborative action, then we will see our visions materialize, and eventually we'll have a better and healthier world. Thank you very much.
Oh, please join us. This is the real thing. Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, thanks, Elsie. Yes, please. But if you could, sir, you want to take a picture, photographer, take a picture with Elsie and her husband, that would be awesome. Thanks. Please, if that's okay. Thanks. And we're grateful to you, Elsie, for all the support you give to us. Dr. Kujuli Malawadi is not just a radiologist. She's the first female radiologist in Uganda's history. This is the co-winning award, and the other individual, extraordinary individual who won our CUGH Distinguished Leadership Award this year is Professor Abebe Bikele. Professor Bikele is the Dean of the School of Medicine at the University of Global Health Equity in Rwanda. Dr. Bikele, he has served as the CEO of the Black Lion Hospital in Addis Ababa and was the Dean of the School of Medicine in Addis Ababa. He is a professor of surgery has a vast experience in medical and surgical education for more than 22 years. He's a fellow of the Ethiopian Academy of Sciences, and Professor Bebe Bekele is the Secretary General of the College of Surgeons of East Africa and Southern Africa, or CUGH-JHU. And those of you who are interested in global surgery, please check out CUGH-JHU. It is an extraordinary organization. He's published more than 100 articles and has a whole list of awards that is too long to go to here. But I think the important thing is to meet Dr. Bekele, and he's going to give us a few words. So Dr. Bekele, if you're here, please, congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Martin, Dr. Tom, the Board of Directors, and the Nominations and Awards Committee of the CUGH for this incredible honor. I'm truly humbled and slightly worried that there might have been a mix-up in the nominations, as there definitely are so many people in this room deserving of this award. But let's roll on, shall we? Thank you to everyone at the CUGH for recognizing the work we have been doing at the University of Global Health Equity. I accept this award on the behalf of my students, faculty, staff, board of directors, trustees, and partners. We are deeply humbled. I believe I would not have been here today if it weren't for the late Dr. Paul Farmer and Dr. Agnes Binagwaho, who I believe is among this crowd. As a Harvard professor and founder of the international nonprofit NGO, Partners in Health, Dr. Paul Farmer and His Excellency President Paul Kagame dreamt big. Over many conversations, they and friends imagined a global health, higher learning institution in the rural part of Rwanda that would not only train healthcare practitioners, but also leaders that could transform health systems in Africa and beyond. And in 2019, they were able to cut the ribbons of our gorgeous Hilltop campus in the rural, small but beautiful village called Butaro, thanks to the support of so many scholars and academics, many of whom are in this room today, and visionary funders, including the Cummings Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, CRI Foundation, and the government of Rwanda. On that sunny day, I remember Paul snuck away from the festivities, climbed to the rooftop of the administrative building, and just for a moment took in the view. I believe he also took some time to finish writing his speech, which he delivered to the ecstatic crowd, including His Excellency Paul Kagame. My apologies. My route to UGHE was far from preordained. Trained as a general and a cardiothoracic surgeon, my life revolved around operating theaters, patients, teaching, research, and of course my family. Yet it was through mentorship and over a decade of experience in academic leadership that I discovered leadership is a skill that can be taught and studied, much like a complicated thoracic surgery, but with fewer scalpels involved. My career in academic leadership for the past 15 years took me from directorship of a small surgical skills lab to associate dean and dean of the oldest and the largest medical school in the country, Ethiopia, CEO of the largest hospital in Addis Ababa, the Black Lion Hospital, chairman of the Examinations and Credentialing Committee of CUGH-JHU. Then on January 17, 2018, I received a call about a new university in Rwanda with a name as unique as its mission, connected to a certain infectious disease specialist called Paul Farmer. Let's just say the rest is not just history. It's a testament to what happens when you accidentally answer a phone call you thought was a scam. When Paul passed away 2 years ago, we were deeply saddened and worried whether we at UGHE could shoulder the burdens of the academic leadership without him. But that proved to be an irrational fear. We are far from alone. The UGHE Board of Directors, chairpersons of the board, Leslie King and Dr. Joe Rattigan. Dr. Sheila Davis and the Chancellor, Dr. Jim Kim, were right there, providing the necessary academic leadership and proving that in academic leadership, as in surgery, it's always good to have a team that has your back when you are in a tight spot. I'm immensely proud that together in the past few years, we have accomplished so much. We've launched 4 tracks of our flagship MGHD program, including the most recent one in global surgery, are about to recruit the 5th cohort of medical students in the dual degree program, MBBS MGHD, and we are about to launch our MCS program in global nursing and midwifery leadership. We're also partnering with the government of Rwanda in its grand initiative called 4x4 by creating an MCS program in health professions education, residency programs, and a PhD program in basic medical sciences. UGH is a young and small university, but it has achieved so much in the past 9 years. UGH is ranked 8th among the best universities in sub-Saharan Africa by the Times Higher Education, ranked 2nd in the category African Impact. In 2022, UGH also became the first African institution to receive the Aspire International Award for Inspirational Approaches to Health Professions Education from the Association of Medical Educators of Europe. With all the above, I would like to think Paul is really proud, nodding along, possibly while drafting another speech on the rooftop somewhere in heaven. If there's one thing I learned from him, it's not about leadership. It's about partnerships. He believed that, and I quote, "With rare exceptions, all of your most important achievements in this planet will come from working with others." In other words, partnerships. Indeed, without partners, UGH would be just a bunch of empty buildings, if even that. So, I hope you'll join me in not only giving thanks to all we have achieved, but in pledging to do more. Let's continue to work together across institutions, disciplines, sectors, and borders to address the root causes of health and education inequities, train the next generation of healthcare practitioners and leaders, and build the high-quality health systems that everyone deserves. I look forward to collaborating with all of you in this endeavor. Lastly, my heartfelt thank you goes to my better half, Sion Johannes, and our 3 beautiful daughters, Rekik, Liat, and Misali. Without their love, patience, and occasional reality check, I most probably wouldn't be here. Well, I might be here, but I'd absolutely be less well-dressed, significantly more stressed, and without the faintest idea what life surrounded by 4 beautiful women as the only man in the house would feel like. On the behalf of everyone at UGH, thank you so much for this wonderful award. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bukhele, for sharing your poignant voyage and journey with the rest of us. Much appreciated. Next, it's a great honor to introduce a giant in global health around the world, many of you know, who's going to introduce our next award, the Dr. Tom Hall, Dr. Nelson Siwan Combo Mid-Career Award. Professor Siwan Combo, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is yet again another very important moment. When I present to you, I have the honor to present to you two people, though one in absentia, who were selected to get the Dr. Tom Hall, Dr. Nelson Sawankambo Mid-Career Award. Let me point out right from the beginning that Dr. Tom Hall, unfortunately, passed away several years ago. But this award had already been named the Tom Hall Nelson Sawankambo Award. Of course, even if the person passed away, it remains the award. So the first person to receive this award this afternoon is no other than Catherine Machalaba, who has an MPH and a PhD. Principal Scientist, Health in Health and Policy from the EcoHealth Alliance. Catherine Machalaba is the Principal Scientist for Health and Policy and at EcoHealth Alliance. She was a lead author of the World Bank One Health Operational Framework published in 2018 to assist countries and donor institutions in implementing One Health approaches, and is a member of the One Health high-level expert panel formed in 2021. This was to advance the FAO and UNEP, WHO, and WOAH in their joint work. Catherine holds leadership roles in the American Public Health Association, where she led the development of the association's One Health policy statement and served as program officer for the International Union for Conservation of Nature Species Survival Commission. And the World Health Specialist Group for 10 years. Her research focuses on improving mitigation and adaptation for climate-sensitive diseases and integrating One Health approaches into protected area management and wildlife conservation projects. She holds a master's in public health from the department, the Dartmouth, and a PhD in environmental and planetary health sciences from the City University of New York. Catherine has presented at national and international science meetings, including CUGH conferences. She has published in the Bulletin of the World Health Organization, OIE Scientific and Technical Review, and the Annals of Global Health and Foreign Affairs. Catherine Machalaba. So the second awardee for the Dr. Tom Hall, Dr. Nelson Sawankambo Mid-Career Award is not with us today, but his name is Pratap Kumar Jaina. He holds MBBS degree, MPH, MGH, PGDMLE, and a PhD. He's associate professor at KIIT School of Public Health. Associate Professor Dr. Pratap Kumar Jaina is a modern medicine physician who specializes in public health, medical law, and ethics, and data science from top Indian and international institutes. He's a recipient of the Fogarty Pacific Rim Global Health Framework grant for his research training in IPR at the Keck School of Medicine in the United States. Dr. Jaina has worked with WHO, the Government of India, the Public Health Foundation of India, NITE, and KIT University for 19 years. He wrote over 60 articles, chapters, books, and manuals. He has earned 15 Young Investigator Awards or scholarships or fellowships from the IEA in the USA, also from ISAM in Canada, and from APOCP in Korea, and the Union in France. His research improved India tobacco survey form, and reporting. He made significant contributions to the Indian public health standard polio eradication, CRS sentinel surveillance, hepatitis B implementation, special newborn care and newborn care units evaluation, and health system strengthening. He co-led the Rapid Assistive Technology Assessment Survey and published it in the Lancet. He reviews at least 20 journals, and is an active member of 11 international and national professional associations. He is now experimenting with artificial intelligence in cancer and tobacco control research. His PhD and public health students from India, Nepal, Ethiopia, Ghana, Malawi, Nigeria, Sudan, and Thailand have studied under him. He has supervised 50 masters and 5 doctoral dissertations. He has skilled 1,000 students in research methods and trained 5,000 healthcare workers in tobacco control and immunization. His 9 mentee students won international honors from IEA and the Union and CUGH. He loves to feed differently abled people and is passionate about environmental issues. That's the person who is getting this award this afternoon. In his absence, I wonder.
We will take it now. Yes, we'll take it. We'll send it to you.
All right, it is here, and it will be sent to him to receive at home. Before I sit down, let me tell you a little story. That yesterday, while walking the corridors here, somebody stopped me and wanted to shake hands with me. Said, Nelson Sawankamba, congratulations, because I saw in the book you are getting an award this afternoon. And I said to him, it might be, but I'm not aware that I'll be. Of course, he was confusing this award that it was coming to me. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Siwan Kambo, and much congratulations to the awardees. Next up is our Young Leader Award in the name of Dr. Judy Wasserheit, the CUGH's first board chair. Professor Wasserheit, over to you.
Thank you, Keith. Good afternoon. It is a true privilege to be able to present this year's CUGH Young Leader Award to Dylan Bush. I can't see for, thank goodness, right there. Good. Dylan is a first-year medical student at Brown University who is passionate about working with underserved populations. This is a focus that is inspired and informed by his own experiences as a child, helping his family navigate healthcare, but his commitment to reducing health disparities clearly goes far beyond his own family and his own country. As an undergraduate, Dylan studied in the Solomon Islands. During a visit to the National Referral Hospital, Dylan worked with local and international surgeons and researchers to develop a project to collect data on the incidence of diabetes-associated amputation. With Fulbright funding, he led the first national study of diabetes-related major limb amputation in the Solomon Islands. And he's now using these data to support interventions led by Solomon Islands Ministry of Health and Medical Services and WHO. Then, before attending medical school, Dylan continued his work with marginalized populations, this time in the United States. He worked for 3 years on clinical hepatology research at UCSF, where he led implementation of a novel model for shelter-based hepatitis C testing and treatment in homeless shelters. And now, as a medical student, Dylan volunteers with House of Hope to conduct health outreach with marginally housed patients, and he continues to collaborate with his colleagues in the Solomon Islands on research. He has already co-authored 7 peer-reviewed articles and 15 abstracts that have been presented at national and international conferences. And Dylan, I have to say, it is both exciting and impressive to see all that you've accomplished already, and it's very clear this is just the beginning. There'll be a lot more to come. So with that, congratulations. Please come on up here. Congratulations on this Young Leader Award. This is great. After we take a picture, I'm going to ask you if you want to say anything.
Sure.
Okay.
And that's mine's actually down here.
Yes. I think we should give him the correct one. What do you think? We could switch it out.
Okay,
but
yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Come on over here. Great. Why don't you stand in the middle? You're the center of attention here. There we go.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to say?
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wasserheit, for that very glowing introduction. I don't know that I live up to all of it, but I very much appreciate it. And thank you all for being here. Before I even get started and thank the selection committee, I want to thank my partner, who was instrumental in helping me with my research. I had the good sense to date a data scientist, and so in Solomon Islands there are no data scientists, so he often consulted for free. So I thank him first and foremost. I'm really honored to stand before you all today as a 2024 Wasserheit Young Leader Awardee in Global Health. And I sincerely thank the selection committee for this incredible recognition. I also want to express my appreciation to Brown University for supporting me in attending this conference today. As Dr. Wasserheit mentioned, prior to attending medical school, I was a Fulbright research scholar to Solomon Islands, where I led research on diabetic amputation in the National Referral Hospital as well as several provincial hospitals. This research would not really have been possible without the input and assistance of local surgeons and clinicians. I am thus incredibly indebted to my local collaborators, Dr. Jagili, Olangi, Buin, Siota, Meli, and the surgical registrars for their support and collaboration. And I also would like to say to the many patients who shared their time, trust, and stories with me, Tagio Tumas, thank you for opening your lives and your doors to me. I also want to thank my Australia-based mentors, Dr. Martinook, Dr. Love, and Dr. Pikacha, whose guidance and mentorship have been instrumental in shaping my experiences in Solomon Islands thus far. In closing, I just want to take a few moments to draw attention to the issue of diabetic amputation and diabetes in the South Pacific and in the Solomon Islands more specifically. Dr. Paul Farmer said that surgery was the neglected stepchild of global health. And this is certainly true in the remote corners of the world that we don't often think about, like Solomon Islands. If I polled the room, there may be some of you, maybe many of you, if my family were here, it would include them, who cannot find Solomon Islands on a map. And yet, the surgeons operating there are operating in some of the most difficult and challenging circumstances imaginable. So often, our conception of surgery is limited to the operating room or the surgical ward. Yet this ignores the very real challenges that surgeons face. Challenges like what to do when the rising sea levels threaten the National Referral Hospital. Challenges like how to calm a patient who has to have her leg amputated awake because it's not safe to perform general anesthetic. Challenges like what to tell a patient who is the primary breadwinner of his family that you're going to have to amputate his leg. In order to answer these challenges, we're going to have to work across disciplines, across specialties, and indeed across oceans. We often forget to involve surgeons, and I won't say that surgeons are the only people that should help in answering these questions, but I think it's impossible to answer them without their input and their collaboration. I sincerely hope that we can work together to create a world in which surgical care is accessible and is of high quality, regardless of an individual's nationality or creed. And once again, I thank the Consortium of Universities of Global Health for this incredible honor, and I thank everyone who has supported me in my journey thus far. Together, let us continue to strive for equity, access, and efficacy in global health and in global surgery. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dylan. Well done. Thank you very much, Professor Wasserheit. Last year was a year of great success, but it was also had a moment of deep sadness for many of us in this room. We lost Professor Alfred Mteta. Professor Alfred Mteta was a member of our board. He was the vice chair of AfriHealth. He had many things about him. He's a very tall and big man, but a really gentle giant. He was an educator, leader, and clinician, but what always struck you when you met him and spoke to him was the thoughtful kindness that he exuded at every moment with everybody he met with. So in his memory, what we decided to do in some small way is to honor him, and one of the things he was extremely committed to is building bridges. And as the vice chair of AfriHealth, he was committed to the relationship between AfriHealth and CUGH. So what the board and decided that CUGH tried to do is to ensure that his memory would be honored in perpetuity. So we created a bursary that would be provided to the chair of president of AfriHealth or her or his alternate to be able to attend this conference and guide us in our mutual voyage for a better future for all. And of course, this year, the honor went to Professor Kujuli Malawadi. Elsie.
Thank you, Keith. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with a heavy heart, yet a heart filled with gratitude, that I stand before you here today. We are deeply saddened by the loss of our esteemed friend and colleague, Professor Alfred Mteta last year. His passing left a void in our hearts and in the global health community that will be felt for years to come. We miss him dearly, not only for his invaluable contribution to our cause, but also for his warmth, kindness, and unwavering commitment to improving health care, not only in Tanzania, but in Africa and the whole world. Dr. Alfred Mteta was more than just a colleague. He was a beacon of inspiration and a true leader in the field of global health. His dedication to advancing health professions education, particularly in the digital realm, has left a mark on our collective journey towards a healthier and more equitable world. In honor of Alfred's legacy and his tireless efforts in advancing the mission of both AfriHealth and CUGH, the CUGH Board of Directors made a decision to create an award in his honor. The Alfred Mteta Award will serve as a lasting tribute to his remarkable legacy and will support an individual from AfriHealth to attend the annual CUGH conference. We at AfriHealth are very, very appreciative of this. We are really grateful to CUGH for that. As we come together to celebrate Alfred's life and legacy, let us also take this opportunity to reflect on the importance of scaling up digital health professions education, a cause that was near and dear to his heart. In today's rapidly evolving healthcare landscape, digital technologies have the power to revolutionize the way we teach and train the next generation of healthcare professionals. From virtual reality simulations to AI-powered learning platforms, these innovative tools hold the key to unlocking new possibilities in education and transforming the way we deliver healthcare services. However, scaling up digital health professions education is not without its challenges. So we must ensure that these technologies are accessible to all, regardless of geography or socioeconomic status. We must also uphold the highest standards of quality and relevance, ensuring that the digital learning experiences are engaging, effective, and responsive to the needs of diverse learners and populations. But above all, we must remain true to the values that guided Alfred's life and work: a commitment to excellence, a spirit of collaboration, and a deep sense of compassion for those in need. In honoring Alfred's memory, let us rededicate ourselves to the noble cause of advancing health professions education and building a healthier, more equitable world for all. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our colleagues from Kilimanjaro Christian Medical Center and Medical University, where Alfred worked in Tanzania. I saw Professor Ephraim Kaya is here with us, and also Ahaz Kulanga, who always stood by Professor Mteta. I remember right from the days of MEPI, Ahaz was always with Professor Mteta, and even at conferences, when you would see Professor Mteta, you'd see Ahaz. And we at AfriHealth continue to miss Alfred, but we continue to work to make sure that his legacy lives on. Thank you very, very much, CUGH, for honoring him.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kajuli Malawati. Next, it's a real honor to introduce Dr. Peter Kilmarks. He's the acting director of the Fogarty Institute at NIH. Peter, please.
Thank you, Keith. And now it's my real pleasure and honor to bestow the James G. Hakim Award. The late Dr. James Hakim, he was an acclaimed researcher and professor and really a profoundly important leader advancing medical research and education in Africa. James was the chair of the Department of Medicine at the University of Zimbabwe. He was a founding member of AfriHealth, and he was an esteemed member and partner to CUGH and a longstanding prominent grantee and friend to the Fogarty International Center. He was a very dear friend and colleague and mentor to many of us here today. James's memory is memorialized through this annual award, which is supported by AfriHealth, CUGH, and Fogarty. Each year, the James G. Hakim Award provides an African early career health professional with funding to cover registration and travel to the CUGH meeting. To be eligible, they must be a citizen of an African country with a primary professional affiliation with an Africa-based institution and enrolled in a degree-granting educational program from an accredited African university or no more than 5 years from receiving a terminal degree. The main selection criterion is having the highest score on an abstract submitted to the CUGH annual meeting. I'm very happy to announce that this year's awardee is Dr. Alex Mremi. His abstract, which did receive the highest score among those eligible, was entitled Prevalence of Prostate Cancer in its Correlation with Prostate-Specific Antigen Among African Men in Northern Tanzania. Dr. Mremi is an anatomic pathologist at the Kilimanjaro Christian Medical Center and a lecturer at Kilimanjaro Christian Medical University College. He recently completed his PhD fellowship focusing on HPV-based cervical cancer screening and the use of telepathology to improve cervical cancer screening and early diagnosis. He's also a member of the CUGH Research Committee. Big congratulations, Alex, on your award.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to acknowledge the support and mentorship from my mentors who are here, Professor Kaya and the late Professor Mteta, and the others who couldn't make. Thank you so much, CUGH. Thank you.
And really much thanks to Dr. Kilmarks for this award and Dr. Hakim's honor, along with Dr. Kujuli Malawadi and AfriHealth. The next award we're going to be giving are the Dr. Anwar and Pari Velji Awards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out the winners' names, and if they come up here, I'll introduce them once they get up here more formally. So if Gauri Belapalli can come up, please. Dr. Rajiv Chowdhury, Dr. Quinton Eichbaum, Dr. Ronald Olam, and Dr. Susan Michael Strasser, if you could come up, please. Dr. Bolipali is at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and she is the winner of the Velji Student Leader in Global Health Award. The next winner is Dr. Rajiv Chowdhury from Florida International University, the winner of the Velji Faculty Leader in Global Health Innovation Awards, and also Dr. Quinton Eichbaum. So they co-won it this year. And Dr. Eichbaum is not only a former CUGH board member, he's also from Vanderbilt University School of Medicine. And the Velji Young African Leader Award is Dr. Ronald Olam from Makerere University in Kampala. And the Velji Planetary Health Award, One Health Innovation Award, is Dr. Susan Michael Strasser from Columbia University. So, give you your awards. Congratulations, and much thanks to Dr. Anvar Velji, who is one of the founders of CUGH, and his wife, Dr. Pari Velji. They have provided and funded this award for a great many years, and obviously this award would not exist without them. They're committed to honoring leaders across the spectrum in global health, and much thanks to Dr. Velji, Dr. Anvar Velji, and Dr. Pari Velji for this. Next up is the Pulitzer Center for Global Health Video Competition Awards, and we'll have that announcement now. Pulitzer Center has been a great partner of us for a number of years, and please go ahead. Thanks very much. Thanks.
Of course, yeah. Hey, thank you everyone for being here this afternoon. I'm Ethan, and I'm here on behalf of the Pulitzer Center, and I'm so excited to announce our winners and honorable mentions today for the Pulitzer Center and CUGH's annual Global Health Video Competition. So each year, we partner with CUGH to identify powerful short videos that describe important advocacy issues and innovations. Competitors were tasked with the opportunity to use short videos to showcase issues in two categories: global challenges and high-impact programs. You can see the videos on the conference website and on www.cugh.org. If I may ask folks to come up when I call your name, and we'll take a group photo at the end here. So our winners, our winner for Global Challenges would be Mr. Rafat Suleiman from the University of Minnesota. His film, Democratizing Surgical Education Through Augmented Reality, is the winner. So we can. Get your cardio in. Our winner for the high impact, our winners for the high impact category, I don't believe are here today, but I will name them nonetheless. Our winners are FAO with the technical support of the IDEA Initiative at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, React One Health Action Team, and Kalichi Pictures. Their film is Reducing the Need for Antimicrobials by Improving Animal Husbandry Practices, FAO's Farmer Shield School in Zambia. Now I'm going to go through our honorable mentions. First up, we have Brodus Franklin, Adam Gibson, Taylor Napier Earl, and Peter Mandawala, Jacob Todd, and Michael Miswa. So if we have everybody here, we can come on up. Okay, no worries. Hey, good to meet you. Okay. It's like a deck of cards here. This is the wrong one. don't want to give you the wrong one. Yes, this is it. Our next honorable mention is Dr. Anthony So from Johns Hopkins University, Dr. Reshma Ramachandran, and Chris Murdoch from Visbang Studios. So if you guys could come up, we can take a photo. Is anybody here as a representative? They may not be here. Okay. And our final honorable mention is Sahar Mahmoudian and Ayesha Khan from the University of Toronto, Canada.
Thanks so much, Ethan. And that was a little plug to go to the Pulitzer Global Health film competition tonight. Film festival, sorry. The annual Pulitzer CUGH Global Health Film Festival. You'll see a whole series of amazing short documentaries, really powerful ones. The documentarians are going to be there to share how they made those documentaries. It's an amazing night. It's tonight, 6:30. So please check it out. And we'll also check out the Pulitzer Center's website, because they have a lot of tools and training tools which you can do in terms of training your students to be better communicators. Finally, we're actually really happy to introduce Dr. Brian Simpson and Dana Myers. Dana is going to do it. Fantastic. We've had a wonderful relationship with them, with Global Health Now, and Dana is going to give out the presentations. Thanks, Dana.
Hi. I am honored to be here to announce the winners of the Untold Global Health Stories of 2024 contest. This is a partnership between CUGH and Global Health Now of the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. And the contest is designed to give a platform to important but underreported global health stories. And we are so grateful to CUGH for co-sponsoring this opportunity with us for 10 years now. We're celebrating our 10th year of Global Health Now. And we'd also like to thank the dozens of Global Health Now newsletter readers and contributors who submitted ideas for this contest. They are all worthy, and we wish that we could cover all of them. But we have 2 grand prize winners to announce this year, and I know at least one of our winners is here. So if I call your name and you're here, please come on up. The first grand prize winner you have already heard from. If you heard earlier in the presentation, Dylan Bush of Brown University. And if you heard his earlier talk, you know why. His idea was an amazing idea. And it is the Missing Limbs and Missing Voices, the Forgotten Amputees of Solomon Islands. And so we will be covering that, sending a journalist to cover that story. So. And so I know some of the other winners definitely are not here, but I'll read their names and their ideas. So Dr. Miguel Hernandez of Partners of Health in Mexico, for his idea, the other mental hospital, experiences of people living with severe mental illness in drug rehabilitation annexes in Chiapas, Mexico. And that was the other grand prize winner that we had to announce this year. And so those are the two stories that we'll be sending journalists to cover. And we also highlighted 6 honorable mentions. So the first is John Raphael of the University of California, Berkeley, for misdiagnosis of melanoma in Australia. Then we have Kira Guy of the University of Southern California here in LA, for drowning prevention in Uganda, where drowning deaths are among the highest in the world. Then we have Precious Ukebu of the Public Health Institute and Minerva University for the not-so-silent epidemic of mental health crises following the 2014 Ebola virus disease outbreak in Sierra Leone. And then if any of you are here for the next few, please come up. We have Amanda Martin, a Rotary Peace Fellow, for the impact of racially segregated neighborhoods in Madagascar. Then we have Dr. Susang Asanga of the Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Health in Nigeria for heavy metal contamination of breast milk of mothers in Nigeria. And last, we have Salma Al-Madani of the University of Nottingham in Nottingham, England, for nominating the idea of the increase of suicides in northwestern Syria. So we are working at Global Health Now to raise awareness about all of these important ideas, and we just want to thank CUGH for making this effort possible, and for all of our readers and all of you for listening. So, thank you.
Thanks so much, Dana. And this is your 10th anniversary. Really much congratulations to you and Brian. You have really led that effort at Hopkins and grown it. So I really encourage people to take a look at the Global Health Now website, follow their amazing work, because it's really a go-to place for all things global health. And you've done an amazing job of growing it and really enabling people to communicate the amazing work around the world. If you look at these untold stories, we get about 60 to 70 amazing stories from around the world, and we wish we could actually showcase them and shine a light on them, because they really are amazing issues that you never ever hear about. Finally, can we have this slide, I think? Clicker, yeah. Oh, sorry, go backwards. So, what we've done is we created a capacity building site, as many of you know, and Dr. Andrew Dykins has led that with Dr. Kajuli Malawadi and Dr. Nancy Reynolds. That is the site. You can look at it, our website. Please take a look at it, please use it. And we actually provided a little bit of incentive to use it. So one person from all of those who newly used the site get a free registration for next year. So that's been decided. That person will receive the registration. So we'll do it again. So this is not a bribe. I wouldn't use the word bribe, but I use the word incentive to be able to use our website, because it is really a chance to for institutions to build their capacity, and for those who have assets to deploy them accordingly. And much congratulations to all the winners from all of us in CUGH, the presenters. You inspire us for what you're doing, and we look forward to supporting you well into the future and learning from you as time passes. So much thanks to you, and thanks to our sponsors. Thank you so much from all of us. Oh, two small things. Again, please make sure that you go to the Pulitzer CUGH Film Festival tonight. Tomorrow at 3:15, there's the Pulitzer Communications Workshop, where journalists come in and teach people on how to actually be better communicators. Tomorrow we lose an hour. Okay? And please fill out the survey on your app about the conference. Your feedback is really helpful to us. And Dr. Dykins is there. Andrew, please raise your hand. He's the man to ask about the construction of this. So any questions, please see Andrew. Thanks, everybody.